Hey guys, Double Art here, and alright, I guess I'm back with day 8 of the 31 days of Halloween. I can't even do the funny voice, because this figure's such a turd. Ugh. But nonetheless, today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Monsters box set, Tomb of Dracula, or Marvel's Dracula. I forgot to mention that in the Frankenstein video. I'll probably refer to him as Marvel's Frankenstein. Just like I did with the Frankenstein Build-A-Figure. I put 14-inch Frankenstein, so you know I'm not reviewing the same gosh darn thing, because they literally look the same. But I gotta tell you, this dude is a real freaking turd, and the only reason that is because the body he's on is total dog crap. But he comes with a stand, which he can barely stay on, and what sucks is the stand looks better than the figure. It's just a sticker, but the art is so awesome. It looks so much better than the figure. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? Isn't it? So, Dracula. Yeah, not even half as cool as that picture on his stand. I mean, it's okay if you just have him standing there, but if you actually want to do stuff, it's very hard to manipulate. This cape is a problem. I'm actually just going to rip this thing off right now. Obviously, I'm not going to wreck it, but... I'm going to wreck it! No, but... just to yank this off. This thing is very constricting of his neck joint. And by that, I mean the clasp on the front. It's not down enough to where he can use the neck joint and not constantly be looking up. Because right now, he's like constantly, he's like, instead of looking like level, like right here, he's like up here. Maybe a little bit more forward. Yeah, he's about right there. And he should be like right there. So, that is a problem. But hopefully Hasbro will make a new version of this guy, because they do have a suited body. I guess you could take that new Alfred figure from DC Multiverse and give him the head, some different hands, some claw hands, and turn him into Dracula. But that's a thought, I suppose. Maybe paint his shirt up a little bit, because he's got the same tie, like that little pretzel-shaped tie. I don't know what the hell you call that, but yeah, he's got a decent head sculpt, actually. I'll give cred where it's due. He's got a decent head sculpt. Decent. I didn't say it was amazing. And he has a decent sculpt on the hands, but these are way too big. I mean, you can literally face palm his entire head with these. Like, oh my god, they screwed me up so bad. Oh my god. Like, you shouldn't be able to grab your whole face with your hand. So, that's kind of a problem. But other than that, it's mostly the body that is, well, shite on this figure. So, articulation, his head will look up and down, look side to side. No tilts to speak of. Shoulders will move out to the side, back down, forward and back. Bicep cut, which looks atrocious. Double jointed elbows, which give you about that much. And they look very flat and very odd. He's got a swivel at the wrist, hinge at the wrist, which they hid that well. That's hidden pretty well. Hinge in the fingers, which, you know, that's kind of poo-poo. Swivel at the waist. He's got those sucky wide-jointed hips, but he can kick forward a decent amount, kick back down, and then he can go out to the side, you know, right angle from the body. And then he's got a thigh cut, and then he's got another thigh cut. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? He's got it up here. Why does he have it down here? Like, what the... What are you doing, brah? Like, I love Toy Biz. I really do. But whoever did this is an idiot. He has a thigh cut. He does not need another thigh cut. That's one of the ugliest joints in the history of articulation. Quit doing that crap. Well, they did because they went out of business, but that's besides the point. He's got a double jointed knee. Bends that far. I mean, does anyone even freaking use this? I guess if you had some glue it down, but the seam is there. That drives me up a wall. He's got a calf swivel, which, again, it looks like crap. We do not need all this articulation if it's going to look like crap, okay? Marvel Legends community. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need those. If you want those tough crap, it looks horrible, and you probably know nothing of anatomy. He's got a hinge in the foot, a rocker joint, and a toe joint, which actually gives you about 90 degrees, but it looks like crap. So, yeah, he's got articulation, but most of it looks like crap. Oh, yeah, he has nothing in the actual torso. He just has the swivel at the waist. Now, he's got this weird gap on his hip. And I've been trying to figure out what the hell that was for the longest time. I think I finally figured it out. This is a reused Professor X figure. That's there so he can kick straight forward. But here's the thing. Toy Biz has made plenty of figures, not wearing pant legs, mind you, but plenty of figures that can kick forward just fine and don't have that ugly gap there. So I don't know what the hell they were smoking when they made this body, but it is total trash. This is the worst Marvel Legends body I own, possibly. And then the cape doesn't help. It doesn't peg into his back. Makes his head go up like this all the time. And that's unfortunate because this could have been a really dope figure like, the rest of the set. It's like minor little stupid things keeps it from being what it could have been. And that sucks, because I believe this guy was a Doctor Strange villain originally, but then he was a foe of the infamous vampire hunter Blade back when he looked like Black Dynamite. Not kidding, he had an afro and everything. But here's the thing. This figure is absolutely not going to work with your modern Marvel Legends just because of how tall he is. I mean, there he is next to Jack-O-Lantern. And of course, he's a lot shorter. And that's not okay. It's not. It ain't okay. Can't do it, man. So, I know this figure's old, but it definitely is showing its age here. I mean, this guy even has the Y-joint hips. And they are loose. But they don't look nearly as bad as his. Granted, they've had time to improve the mold, but I mean, look at this guy. It's a lot less junky in terms of articulation. It's like, I don't need 50,000 points. I need the figure to look alright on the shelf. And then here's a figure. This is how you're supposed to make a Dracula figure. Here's Bela Lugosi. Looks like Bela Lugosi. Has a plastic cape that ain't making his head look up all the time. And can stand straight up and down, look tall and proud on the shelf. Just an awesome piece. Go back to day 2 for a review of that guy. But putting this dude back on his stand, I gotta be honest with you, it's a pretty disappointing figure. Considering how much Dracula is in the Marvel Universe compared to anyone else in this box set, if I'm being honest, he's the weakest and he's probably the one most people know about. He had his own comic run. Granted, I think they all did, but his is probably the most notable next to Werewolf by Night. So it's kind of sad that the figure is not even that great. It's just subpar at most. So I'm getting a feeling that Hasbro might actually make another Dracula in the future. The Morbius movie's coming out next year. I got high hopes for that. Excuse me. So, I would recommend this, but if there's confirmation that they're going to do like a Morbius style wave with a bunch of vampire guys and stuff, don't buy this. Buy the Frankenstein and, buy the rest of the set, but just pass on this guy. He's a dookie. So, with that being said, excuse me again. Hope you enjoyed today's edition of the 31 Days of Halloween. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we're taking a look at the Werewolf by Night. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Day 9 of the 31 Days of Halloween. Woo! Shitty! That's right. This figure sucks! Get it? Because he's a vampire.